In today's society, reading can often feel like a lost cause or a waste of time. We are so constantly overwhelmed with the media that we don't need much of an imagination. We're always entertained by whatever is on our social media feeds and Netflix that sitting down to open a book seems very old-fashioned. Even I can agree that there's a quick satisfaction to just watching a YouTube video rather than reading a book. However, there's one thing we're letting slip away as individuals and a society, and that's the true fulfillment of a good book. By not reading, you're settling without reaching your full potential. Reading is not only a good thing, but an amazing thing, because when you read, you'll never stop growing and learning. You'll push yourself farther up life's success ladder, and you'll overall be a stronger and healthier person. Now, I know none of us are unfamiliar with reading or the concept of learning, but there's more to learn than just the K-12 curriculum. If you take the initiative to read, then you'll never stop growing and learning. Even when you do graduate, you'll be able to keep your mind quick and sharp for whatever your next step in life is. With reading, you can learn new vocabulary to flourish your daily conversations or new strategies to handle your finances and productivity. Other than that, reading is not limited to the practicalities of life. When you read, you let your imagination run wild. You can make movies in your mind of things often combined to your dreams, such as superheroes or faraway universes. Alexandria Argentina from the World Literacy Foundation stated, "Reading is one of the best ways to foster imagination. Reading helps us practice imagination by letting words describe a certain image while the reader manipulates the picture in the mind." Beyond how reading can affect what's going on in your brain, reading can also affect what's going on in your life. Reading can help you climb up life's success ladder. In this time and age, there is endless pressure to be successful. People who read have a head start with success because reading encourages innovation. By continuously reading and learning, you can continue coming up with new plans and strategies. Believe it or not, the most wealthy people credit reading as a key part of their success. For example, Warren Buffett, most successful investor of all time and CEO of Berkshire Hathaway, said, "Read 500 pages like this every day. That's how knowledge is. It builds up like compound interest. All of you can do it, but I guarantee not many of you will do it." He's not the only successful man who prioritizes reading. Many others, such as Bill Gates, Mark Cuban, and Oprah Winfrey, read because they never stop learning. Although everyone can't be a millionaire from reading, everyone can be stronger and healthier from reading. According to Medical News Today, reading can improve your health because it reduces stress, slows down cognitive decline, and improves sleep. In a study from the University of Sussex, reading can reduce stress by 68%. Other than stress, getting old comes with its repercussions. Memory is one of them. Reading can help with that by slowing cognitive decline. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention define cognitive decline as when a person has trouble remembering, learning new things, concentrating, or making decisions that affect their everyday life. Medical News Today said reading can help stave off more severe forms of cognitive impairment, such as Alzheimer's disease. And researchers from Rush University Medical Centers found that reading and other mentally stimulating activities may slow dementia. The last major way reading boosts your health is the way it improves your sleep. Mayo Clinic says reading a book can promote better sleep by easing the transition between wakefulness and drowsiness. Nevertheless, some may still object and say reading is a waste of time when we're living in a digital age allowing us to listen to audiobooks. They can multitask by reading while also doing other things, such as cleaning up or answering emails. When Beth Rogowski, Associate Professor of Education at Bloomberg University of Pennsylvania, conducted a study to see how much information was retained when listening to an audiobook, ebook, and both at the same time, she declared, "We found no significant differences in comprehension between reading, listening, or reading and listening simultaneously. This data would suggest there's not much difference between reading a physical book or listening to an audiobook. For some, that technique may work. However, in all honesty, it's not the same." David Daniel, a professor of psychology at James Madison University, did a study to see the difference in comprehension between kids who listened to a podcast and read the material on paper. The results were staggering. Students who listen to a podcast lesson perform worse on a comprehension quiz than students who read the lesson on paper. Daniel also proceeded to say, the podcast group did a lot worse, not a little worse. Compared to the readers, the listeners scored an average of 28% lower on the quiz, about the difference between an A or D grade. This displays the gap in retention when you compare an audiobook to a physical book. Whether you're relaxing, reading a thrilling novel, or dragging your eyes across your textbook, nothing compares to a physical book. When you read, there are benefits that improve your mind and body. Just as you exercise to keep your body fit, you should read to keep your brain fit. Reading can also lead you to endless opportunities for success. Before you open a book, there might be an idea just waiting to pop out at you. Most importantly, reading will ensure your knowledge extends forever. Your imagination will always be turning its gears. No matter how digitized our society becomes, never forget the power of a physical page turning.